The topic of inferential statistics is essentially what we've been working toward. Remember when we discussed the research process? Well, we're at about steps 5 and 6 now. Let's review that general research process, where we start by identifying a problem, then we develop some questions to investigate that problem, we collect and prepare our data, we process any descriptive data that we might need and reach some conclusions, at which time then we can formulate a hypothesis, and then we can collect and prepare our sample data. Then we test that hypothesis using that sample data and evaluate our hypothesis. So we're going to either confirm or not confirm the hypothesis. And based on that, we're either developing a model or a law or a theory, or maybe we're going back to step number 2 here, if we're not confirming what we just tested, that hypothesis. So everything we've done so far has led up to this hypothesis testing. How so? Well, our descriptive statistics, those were to learn some of our basic statistical measures. We went through probabilities so we could learn about the various distributions of many common processes that we come across in society and in nature. And then sampling so we can learn how to properly gather samples in order to infer characteristics of a population. So now we can use all of this knowledge we've been building up to create and test hypotheses about some process, whatever process, I present to you or that you might be interested in. So we've got 6 steps in what's termed classical or traditional hypothesis testing. And we start by stating the null and the alternate hypotheses. We select an appropriate statistical test. We select our level of significance. Then we delineate regions of rejection and non-rejection of the null hypothesis. We calculate a test statistic. And then finally we make a decision regarding our null and alternate hypotheses, whether we reject our null and substitute in our alternate, or whether we accept our null hypothesis. So we're going to explore these in more detail in forthcoming videos.